We're looking at the table of contents for Easy Self-Help Acupressure for Grown-ups. And why would we be looking at the table of contents? Because today I wanted to encourage you to look at your book, go through chapter by chapter, and pick out a tidbit, a valuable piece of knowledge that you want to share with your audience. And from each chapter, you're going to create a series of social posts. In Deborah's case, she's gone through, and each of the steps of the daily clean your house flow is represented by step 1, 2, 3, 4 through 9. But the first chapter is about an overview. And the next chapter, rivers of energy, and you can see on and on. So now, where are we going to head? We're going to head on over to Canva. And I happen to have a folder with assets I've collected for Deborah. And you might be saying, how did I get all these things in here? Did I have to go one by one by one? Well, not exactly. Watch how easy it is for me to put new content, new assets into Canva. I'm going to grab these two images, which I've got stored, and all I have to do is oops, this happened to me before. I'm using a tablet, so I'm going to just grab one, and you can see it's loading right here. And I'll grab the second one and do the same thing. So drag and drop. Anybody can do this. You want to have a folder on your computer so you have your graphics and you can just drag them into Canva, because we're going to do something else with them in a minute. So the next thing I want to do, we're going to go and look for social posts. And in this case, we're going to do some Instagram stories. So I'm going to go into Canva again. I'm going to select, I could select an existing template, something that's already been created. If I see something that, looks appropriate, that'd be great. And you know what? I think let's just see. I actually have already done this, so I'm going to show you. I'll just pick a template and then I'll show you what I did. If you pick a template, for instance, this one, I'll say, yep, let's customize it. And what I'll do next is I'm looking at the colors, and those are not her colors. So I'm going to select the image, and it looks like it's only going to let me change one thing. But if I did that, let's just see, I could make it more blue-green. That didn't really pop for me. So actually, let's go back. Let's go back a minute. And we'll just go back over here. I want to show you the template that I did use for Deborah. And I created a series of images for posting. And the first one I picked a template, and this was the template. It was blank. And I changed it and I added her colors to it. But the next thing I did is I kept with that same template and duplicated pages, and then I brought in her assets. And let me show you how easy that is to do. So I'm going to duplicate this page. Now I've got an exact copy of that, and I'm going to Deborah's folder. And as you keep creating things, you'll probably want to organize folders in Canva too. I'm going to get rid of all of this and just leave more tips at Deborah Myers Wellness. But what do I want to bring in here? The first thing is we're going to do an overview. So we want to find, I'll show you how I did the book. I just had grabbed the book that I had uploaded to Canva, and now I'm going to do a little bit of editing. I'm going to add a shadow to it because I'd like it to just really pop off the page. So page lift is the shadow that I'm applying. So I'm happy with that. But you know what? I'm not telling you how to get to the book, am I? And it is available for purchase. So what might I do? I've got an idea. We can go to Amazon because we were already there. I'm going to close the chapters for the moment, and this is where the book lives, and I happen to be an Amazon affiliate, so I am going to get the tracking hang on, I'm going to get the tracking number that I want. Okay, that's fine, and there we go, and I'll say get the link, and I'm going to copy this, and we're going back over to Canva. And there's a magic thing you could do. You can create a QR code. So I'm going to paste that URL right into Canva, generate a QR code, and boom, there it is. So, I'm going to need to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to make the book a little, bit smaller. And I'm going to move that up. And I'm going to, instead of saying more wellness tips, I'm going to say get the book. But I don't want it to be associated with, well, you can start the purchase process right here, but that's not where I'm sending people. So I'm going to duplicate this item, and what I'm doing is I'm holding down my option key as I drag, and now I'm going to get rid of part of this part, and I'm going to get rid of get the book and in this one, and I want to make that bigger. I can do that, just with a drag and drop, or I can also go right here and change the size. Oh, but I just noticed something. Both of these are using a font that is not Deborah's font. So I can come up here, and Myriad Pro is one of her fonts, so I'm changing that. And I'm going to do that here as well. And that's too tiny for my taste, so that's going to get made bigger. Okay, just a little bit smaller. Okay, so now I've got this image that is what I want, what I'm going to use for posting. I'm going to change the title up here, and I'm going to say for grown-ups. And I'm going to do the same thing. Well, actually, I've already done that. And in the interest of time, I will duplicate this. I'm going to go back over to her folder. And instead of having the grown-ups book, I will put in the parents and family. So I'll say for kids and parents. And of course, I would again need to go back over to Amazon, close that, and we're gonna go back a page because we want to go back to Deborah's author page, and I'm going to click on this book. Again, I can get the text link for the referral. And okay, we're all good with that. I'm going to copy that link, We're going to go back over to Canva, hit more, generate QR code. I'm putting in the new QR code, generate code. It'll pop right up there. So I'll get rid of this guy and put that one in. And so if you've got a series, rinse and repeat with that. Oh, and of course, I did not add the shadow, so we will do that too. Okay, so now I have, I need to move that a little bit. I need to move that down, and that down, and that down. So I've got the first image, the second, the third. I would repeat that with the other book. And now I want to download those Instagram post images. So we're going to say download, and we're going to say which pages we want. And we want page 1, page 2, and page 3. And we'll say done. Now I'm going to download, and as soon as it has finished processing, it's going to ask me where do I want to save that, and I'm suggesting you've got these images to go back into your into the same folder. And I have Instagram stories for Deborah, and because I've done this before, I'm going to say ways to relax number 2, and oh, move me out of the way. I'll hit save. And because I'm using Dropbox, it was asking me another question. But now I can come over here, and I'm going to say show in Finder. And here is the zip files. And I'm going to double click, and it'll open it up. And then we can see all of these little goodies are right here in my file. And because it's Instagram, as you know, I cannot post from my computer, from my desktop. I would need to get those images into my photos, and then they can be uploaded to Instagram. So that is my quick and easy tip on how to take your book, look at the content of your book, and create a story based on the chapters and post to the channel of your choice. And in my case, we're doing Instagram. Judy Baker, Book Marketing Mentor. And I hope this series has been of assistance to you. And where you can find me on Instagram. Whoops. As Book Marketing Mentor. And I'd love for you to follow me. I'm doing my very best to post a new video on YouTube and also update my Instagram feed so that you know what we're doing each day in the 30-day challenge. And you'll find information about how you can follow me, how you can be part of the challenge. And I just did an Instagram live because I've got to get over my fear of doing that. So it's all about the 30-day challenge. I'll see you tomorrow when we are talking about writing a letter to your readers.